maybe a week and a half before Little Rocktoberfest, me and significant other decided that we are actually going to attend this year. And then that weekend, I decided, can I make an entire dirndl without a pattern from scratch in order to go to wear that to Little Rocktoberfest? Let's find out. Is it truly a deadline project if you do not sew half your panels on upside down initially? At least this is the lining / mock-up. So I have a pattern for historical stays that I have mishmashed into Ren Fair stays as like my go-to Ren Fair stays pattern, and that has this part, the back shoulders, but it doesn't have straps going up here. It like stops here, and then you tie the back straps to the front with like a little ribbon, and it's super cute, especially for Ren Fair stays, but it's not going to work for a dirndl. But it does allow me to kind of get a rough idea of a bodice at least, and since dirndl, we're only going to be doing like the traditional like square skirt. So the order of operations. I'm going to get the fashion fabric cut out for the bodice. We'll take it one step at a time. You'll see. I'm sorry. Basically, the pattern is there is no pattern. Make it up. Pray that it works. Make a muslin. But yeah, make sure everything fits with your mock-up. I just use the mock-up as my lining layer. Oh, there's a microphone in there. So I decided that I deserve pockets, and my pink dirndl has one single pocket, so dirndls definitely have pockets. So I went ahead and stole my favorite pocket pattern, and now we're about to install the pocket that we just stole from our favorite pattern. Why is it my favorite pocket pattern? It's because it's the pocket pattern that I actually know where it is. Anyways, more sewing. Hey babe.
Yeah.
Want to come down and over here and see how amazing my pleats are?
Alright, what am I looking at?
My pleats.
Wow. Those do look good.
So wow, so amazed.
Wow, so amazed.
Yeah, thank you. All right, I have pleated everything down using the very exact eyeball method, because with a dark enough fabric and busy enough pattern, all sins are forgiven. It's a lot of skirt we're dealing with. We deal with a lot of skirt here. So I'm gonna get this pinned together, and we will have fully the outer shell. I literally have not even asked you if your salad contains enough tomatoes yet, and the ants have already found the cutting board.
Yes.
Fucking bullshit. So far, for a completely BS attempt at a dirndl, this is not turning out terribly, I dare say. God damn it, I lost bobbin chicken. All right, so here's the dirndl with the insides ironed down, and the zipper is pinned to one side. Here we still have the pleats pinned down. That will probably go out after the zipper is installed. Realistically, the number one goal of the pleats was to hide my absolutely abysmal pocket openings. They're in there somewhere. So right now the next step is to do the zipper installation, which will cover a lot of this, what's it called? The seam, the raw seam. But the part that is not going to get covered, I do have ironed down and folded over, and I'm probably going to whip stitch that in place to cover the seam. I did take the strategy of the raw edge of the fabric is currently the hem, so I don't have to mess with that too much. It's not going to fray, because when I was like pleating everything down, This fabric was, oh, she was fraying. She was fraying. But I mean, this is a quilter showcase cotton. It's not, this is not a high quality heirloom dirndl. This is because I am a white girl going to Oktoberfest dirndl. Okay, so I just tried it on with the boning, and I have yet to do the shoulder seams. They're just kind of pinned up here, but I dare say the Triforce dirndl is looking pretty snatched. Can you see the boning channels there? In the mid back, I only have 2. I would honestly have preferred to have 4 just for a little bit more structure in the back, like to help posture and everything, but it has been a little bit since I went and got zip ties. Was not entirely sure how many I had, and started putting the zip ties in as I was doing the boning channels. I only had enough for the 2 in the center back, so I could not do the 4th, even though I would prefer it, but I'm not gonna go out to the hardware store just for 2 zip ties. Other than that, it has pockets. The pockets are nicely hidden by these little pleats. Yeah, the waist is snatched. The pleats are poofing the hips out. I think this is a pretty solid attempt, honestly, for somebody who's completely going at this patternless. So yeah, I think we are going to get the shoulders stitched together pretty much exactly where I have them pinned right now. Then I'm going to do the bias tape around the head opening and the armpits, fold that down, and that'll give us a little bit more depth in the armpit area, but that, you know, that's okay. It's fine. Then after that, all I have to do is the hem. Currently the hem is just the salvage edge. I want to fold that up. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of lace to it. I used one standard package of 1/2 inch double fold bias tape to go around the entirety of the neck opening and both arms, and I think I have like this much bias tape left. I stash busted some lace. I feel like I have a lot of lace. It's realistically not that much. I just feel like I have a lot of lace because I don't know what to do with all this lace. I don't want lace in itchy parts. Like if it's a skirt bottom, then I could just like kick it out away from me and wear like stockings and whatnot, but I don't want lace to touch my skin. Comment below what I should do with lace, because I have lace and I need to do something with it. Help. Comment down below. Okay, so dirndl is complete. I honestly feel like I could have made the straps just a little bit longer. I took an inch in from what I cut, and I think that maybe I should have gone like 3/4 of an inch instead of the full inch, but dirndl is technically assembled. I just feel like it's missing something now, so I think I'm just gonna add these 4 decorative buttons because I only have 4 of them, and just I think that they go. They're not too distracting, but they're a little something something. Oh, and to figure out where I wanted these, I just measured in 2 inches up from the waistline and 1 inch away from the boning channel, and then 4 inches up and 1 inch away from the boning channel. So that's just where I'm going to go in. So I believe this is the final stage of the dirndl. As you see, I did put on the decorative buttons. I really like these. These are like right at the waist, so when I put a apron on, they are going to be hidden, but because these are shank buttons, can quite easily just take this little ribbon, tie that to a little bow. Adds a little bit more visual interest. There we go. Just straighten up the little buttons, and bravo, we have nice cute little dirndl ready for Oktoberfest. Oh, we're just gonna have to deal with the birds. So learn from my mistakes. Do not put the boning in until the last possible second, because maneuvering like the head opening and the arms into the sewing machine when we had the boning in place, that was a doozy. Dirndl, I made this. Apron, I made this. Shoes, clothes from like 10 years ago. Made the headpiece. Ta-da. Blouse, Old Navy. Ribbon, trash, I don't know. I don't know what else is relevant. This is the final look. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. And I am not gonna mess with the married single side or anything like that. I'm just doing in back, because that's a good default. I did not actually get any footage at Oktoberfest, but I did accidentally become a bit of a meme. Come here. Yeah. Yeah, she's here to help. Whenever you dress up for an event, like wearing a dirndl to Oktoberfest, people are going to comment on it, saying like, oh wow, you look so great, or I really like your outfit, or something like that. And of course, since I made it, the knee-jerk reaction is to say, thanks, I made it. At the beginning of the night, was met with, oh wow, that's so cool. And then as people progressively got more intoxicated, it went to, oh wow, like petting and like things like that. And I have weird social boundaries and don't know what's socially acceptable sometimes, so I just kind of fucking roll with it. And apparently I was just being super chill and rolling with drunk girls petting me. The second thing that made me a meme after that, after I was already getting some attention from some drunk girls, a mosquito landed on a girl's forehead. The way that I handled that situation was to inform her, respectfully, I'm about to smack you in the face. Do you consent? And she did consent, and I smacked her in the face, killed the mosquito, but definitely overheard her telling her friends about that little exchange and the quote, respectfully, I'm about to smack you in the face. May I help you? The third instance is apparently when the way that I say saison or saison, I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it, but apparently the way that I pronounce it is extremely cute, to a point where multiple people either laughed or commented on how cute it was, or just went, aw, or something like that. And the first one or two times that happened, I just like, okay, that's their reaction. And then it just kept happening. I started getting very, very like self-conscious and confused that I was doing a social faux pas, and had to like have significant other console me multiple different times that I'm not doing a social faux pas. They just genuinely think that it's cute that I'm saying saison in a specific way. But how do you think that I did freestyling a dirndl pattern? And do you have any questions, comments, or concerns? Leave those down below. Give this video a thumbs up, like and subscribe. Hit that little bell icon if you want to see more, so that you know when I actually do post. It's usually on Fridays, but it's not every Friday. So make sure to hit that bell icon so you know when I do post. Like always, stay happy, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Why are you so crazy? Shoot, can you see? No, you can't.